I guess the first question I'd ask is, what has changed having gone private? What do you see as the major differences we're going to see on the outside, given that you've gone private recently?
Well, I hope that from the outside, you'll see the same focus you've always seen, which is a huge focus on bringing great products to customers that are innovative, that are super easy to use, and that meet the needs of anyone trying to communicate. But from my point of view, it brings us a group of board members who have a ton of experience, who have a very diverse range of experience across the web, across platform, hardware, large company and small, and who have huge focus on helping Skype, and that's great. eBay's been a very supportive owner, and I'm thrilled that they continue to own 30%.
I think that was nifty.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, we'll make that 30% worth more than the other 70 they sold.
That's exactly what I think.
But in the meantime, we got a great group of people coming in to help as well, and that's been great.
As a Canadian, I have to ask, how did Canada Pension Plan Investment Board get involved?
Yeah, we're thrilled to have the Canada Pension Plan Board. They're a limited partner with Silver Lake Ventures.
Okay.
So Silver Lake is the leading technology private equity firm. They do late-stage private equity only for technology firm. And CPP has been a limited partner in Silver Lake's funds for a while now, so they were invited to come and participate.
Okay. Do they have somebody on the board as well?
They do.
Yeah. Okay.
Very talented guy named Eric Levy.
So we'll get more Canadian involvement.
Absolutely.
In terms of at least a Canadian perspective as we go along,
Eric's
because
a
there's a
terrific
board.
guy, and he's been adding a lot of value.
What's his name?
His name is Eric Levy.
Yeah, I sort of like to joke with everybody. Hey, you now own.
You're an investor. Absolutely. All of Canada.
I figured it out. $17.65.
That's your share personally?
That's probably per person. Yeah, there's 17 million investors or people involved.
Well, we're going to work very hard to deliver for all of you in Canada.
Good. Given you're private, what sort of performance numbers can we expect to see going forward?
We're still working through that, but my perspective is what really matters to customers is the quality of our products.
Right.
And that's really our focus. I do think it's interesting what our user metrics are, how many users we have and how much usage we have, because that speaks to whether we're doing a good job bringing good products to market. The financial metrics as a private company feel less important in terms of disclosure, and where I think most of the public really could care less.
Except for the fact I always get the question, how do they make money and how do they make profit? And I have to point out that you had a 20-25% contribution margin into eBay, and that's
Skype's a very healthy company, and the simple answer is we give away a product for free that doesn't cost us anything. In exchange for that, we acquire over 300,000 new customers every day with almost no marketing cost and no capex, and then we can market really good value products to them, paid products to them, and earn a good margin on those.
Given you're with investment companies, is there any prospect of an IPO 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line?
Well, we'll see. We don't have a timeline for it, but our focus is build a really great company, and when we're ready and the markets are ready, we'd consider an IPO. At some point, the investors will want an exit, of course, but they're really taking a very long-term view. This is not a quick flip. This is about building one of the great companies of technology.
You're sitting in the CEO chair. What do you see as, what's on your radar? What do you see as the priorities for Skype going forward?
So we're about building the best communication products wherever, however you need to communicate. So in terms of however you need to communicate, we started as a solution to do phone calls with anyone in the world you wanted for free. But we've expanded over the last several years with text messaging, and now with the past few years, really a big focus on video. And that focus has really paid off. Skype has brought video calling to the masses. Over a third of all calling minutes on Skype are now video calls. And the announcements that we're making here at CES then are very in keeping with the importance of video calling for us. We've announced that Skype now supports high definition video calling, and that Skype is coming integrated into Panasonic and LG flat panel TVs in 2010.
Can we expect other manufacturers to come in there eventually?
So wherever you need is another big part of our focus in 2010. So, starting with LG and Panasonic flat panel TVs, I would expect more manufacturers, and just Skype built into more of the products you're already using, be they on the web, be they consumer electronics, be they mobile.
Issues about software. I've known pretty intimately a lot of the software partners over the last 3 years. I talked to them frequently. We sort of went through the Skype Extras program. It started out, there was just the APIs and people, some companies picking up and running. Went through the Skype Extras program. The Skype Extras program's over. A lot of people are questioning what's Skype support for the software partners. Where do you see these vendors fitting in now? What sort of support do you see Skype giving for a Sendix who does Pamela and PamFax, or a Neutralia who's done this very successful VOD burner recording, or a OnState who's got a great call center? So where do you see Skype supporting?
I think leveraging an ecosystem is incredibly important, fundamental to Skype's success in the future. We need to do it right. And doing it right means building a platform that serves the needs of the ecosystem of developers out there, as well as Skype's customers. The Extras program, which we launched several years ago, wasn't really designed well for the needs of our customers or the needs of publishers. As a result, 3 years into the program, we had a small handful of developers in the program, very small handful. So what we've done is we've repurposed those resources to a better program, which we're developing right now and which we'll launch in the future. And I'm confident that the development community will find that to be a much better solution than they did Skype Extras.
So the Dick Schifferleys and Pat Kellys and Jeremy Hagues will be much happier when
Sure
this
they
comes
will.
out.
And,
Do you see?
I'm in regular contact with, Dick, for example, has been a great advisor to us on, how we should be building this.
So the APIs that are there will stay there or be available,
Yes.
but you're really taking a platform perspective towards how you relaunch a program?
Yeah, with the Extras program, what it was a way for another application to run and have a couple of hooks into the Skype application, but it's not a very integrated experience, right? You need to run 2 applications from your desktop launched separately and running side by side. What customers want is they want Skype built into a product or experience. If you look at what we launched today with Panasonic or LG, Skype is actually integrated into the television. So you can launch a video call with the click of a button. It's that kind of seamless, integrated experience that really delights customers and therefore delivers for our partners.